What's up, YouTube? It's JSB and St. Patrick, and we got episode, I don't even remember, I want to say 18 or 19. We'll figure it out later, of just some manga review. And now we got Alien Headbutt chapter 12 to get into. Now, bad news is, from what I'm seeing and reading, that this is kind of showing dead last on the table of contents with Weekly Shonen Jump, which typically isn't a good sign. It's not, obviously you want a series to kind of be up top, so more people are interested in it. So chapter 12, again, we got about 7-8 chapters before we figure out if it's getting the axe or not. But it being so low, it's not looking good. And I'm a realist, I do like the series a lot. I know my tastes are different from the people, the magazine, the Japanese readers and all of that. But I can see that, like I said before, we really didn't get a lot of the plot information, maybe up until maybe two or three chapters ago. It was Ouga, he left to go wrestle, he came back, aliens are infecting the island he grew up on. Now he went from wrestling one to a different one, a stronger version of the alien, and then he fought a flying version of an alien. And that was, pretty much it. We just seen that they can talk and have names. So I do think we probably should have got a little bit more of exposition early on to kind of figure out what's going on outside of Ouga wanting to be a wrestler and bringing the championship home. So now I feel like with this upcoming chapter, we got a lot of super fast pacing issues. So now I'm about to just kind of talk about the chapter. And it was, it was pacing very fast. Ouga, we had like a 2-week time skip. We figure out, what's going on, aliens' motivations. They want to, make super soldiers to take over the Earth, and the parasite that Ouga infected himself with, it makes him a candidate. Because we also learned that these parasites can make people go crazy, lose their mind, and start attacking everything that they see, which makes him worry about his friend Tatsumi, because we still haven't heard anything about him yet. So we learn their motivations now. And Ouga does threaten to lead, but right now he's not in the, he's not in the best, scenario to lead, because they have so many hostages that they can kill. And, pretty much Ouga being an Earthling, obviously he's not going to let that happen. So he lets them experiment on him for about 2 weeks. And then we also get reintroduced to Little May, who, if you remember in chapter 1, was their pet goat. I would have been happy with it being an actual, like, a pet goat that can still talk, but they humanized her. She still has some goat features, has her horns, and, wasn't a headbutt so much. So we do get another reunion with Ouga with one of his family members, and we learn that Saito, who was the scientist there, is a fan of his wrestling. So now they're going to think of a way to break out of this facility. And like I said, it was a very fast-paced chapter, stuff that I feel like we should have learned earlier on if it was going to help the series, because it was just a lot this week. Oh, you're on a time skip for 2 weeks. Now, okay, we're going to be breaking out. Now you meet your, family pet. So there was a lot going on this week. I would say it was about a 6-7 out of 10 chapter. So with that being said, and we also found out that the guy with the needles, his name is Needle Boy. So I can probably see Ouga, fighting him at, some point towards the end. But I'm going to keep my hopes up. I'm going to see it all the way through. I've been talking about it for a good 2 months now. So I'm hoping, we can see it progress past that chapter 19-20 stage, but if not, it was a good ride. Pause. Write what you thought about this chapter in the comments below, and please like and subscribe. I love talking about manga, and I will definitely be talking about this in 2 weeks, because I think Shonen Jump is going to be on a break. So that being said, JSB and St. Patrick, I'm out.